What's up, guys? Everyday MTB Rider here today, and before we get into the video, I would just like to share and apologize for the following month's content won't contain any of me riding my bike because I recently had a nasty spill, so I'm about a month away, or maybe 2 months away, from being able to ride my bike. Basically, the debrief is I cut my leg pretty bad, but it was barely just not bad enough to get stitches. Plus, I have a bone bruise on my hand, and I'm not doing too well. So, sorry about that, and with that, let's get right into the video. Hi guys, today's discussion is going to be about flats or clips. Today we're going to talk about the pros, the cons, and all the different kinds of shoes and pedals. Now with that, let's get right into it. First off, flat shoes. Now, the pros of flat shoes are they're easier to bail. So if you crash a lot, that could be a good thing. They're easier to bail. You can dab with them, which means when you're going around to turn a little too hot, you need to put your foot down. You can do that. And they're a little more confidence inspiring because you feel more like you can get out of a situation if you do get into a suggestion. The cons of flat pedals are you can only push one way, down, so they're harder to climb on, and when climbing they can inspire bad technique, because what you're supposed to do when climbing is spin, not smash, and on flat pedals you feel like you always have to smash down the pedals because you can't lift them up. And more cons about them, and this is just my personal opinion, is that the pedals wear down a little more than clipless pedals. I think this because the pins can wear down, and I've even seen on some cruisers and novelty bikes plastic pedals, and those wear down within like a week. So those are the pros and cons of flat pedals. Next, we have the clipless pedals. Clipless pedals are what I personally ride with. I ride with clipless pedals, paired with a really nice pair of shoes. So, some pros about clipless pedals are, 1, the shoes are a lot stiffer, so you can put down a lot of power. 2, obviously you can push down and pull up, so you have a stronger, more fluent rotation, which is better for climbing, and you could accelerate faster with that. And 3, they don't wear down as quick. So those are the pros. What I think the cons are is they're a lot more expensive. These shoes were $100 and the pedals were $70, whereas a good pair of flat pedals you could get like a really nice pair. So just an amateur pair would be like $40, plus a pair of flat pedal shoes would be like $80 or $90. So these are definitely a lot more pricey. Now, those are the pros and cons of these. Now, all of these things can vary, depending on what kind of pedals you got, what kind of shoes you got. So, I'm going to show you what kind of pedals I got. I run a pair of ISSI clipless pedals. I got them in orange to match my bike, and I'm really liking how they feel. Some things that I like about these pedals are they have a lot of float, they're adjustable like most pedals with this style, and they're really comfortable and good for learning. With that, let's go back inside. Now we're going to talk about what pedal is best for you. Personally, I ride with clipless pedals because I do a lot of climbing. Now, if you do a lot of climbing to get to your rides, and you also ride a lot of rock gardens, I would recommend clipless pedals, because in rock gardens, your feet stay in the same position, they don't flop around, and if you climb, well, they're obviously the preferred setup for climbing. A lot of my friends, though, ride with flat pedals. You can ride with flat pedals if you ride a lot of downhill, not that many rock gardens, or are just learning. Flat pedals are really good for learning, and they're really good for confidence inspiring. but you can still use flat pedals if you're like an expert. A lot of people use flat pedals with it, if you're an expert. If you do a lot of jumping around, like slopestyle dirt jump, I would recommend a nice pair of flat pedals. I just showed you the pair of clipless pedals that I'm riding, but if you're going for the flat pedals, the pair that I would recommend would be Race Face Black Chesters. So, thank you for watching this video, and I hope it was either funny, informative, or something in between. I'll see you next week. Keep the stoke high, keep the run high, and keep the bike high. See ya!